Nurturing Nature, Happy Healthy Children is a childhood overweight and obesity prevention project that was developed by Action for Children with support from the Aetna Foundation. The project provided early childhood educators with professional development around children's healthy food choices, physical activity, and development of outdoor play areas. Child care centers and family child care homes in Central Ohio were the primary audience served, where a great deal of growth, learning, and development in a child's life began. Specifically, the project targeted educators from centers and homes in culturally and ethnically diverse, low-income neighborhoods. Childhood obesity has more than doubled in the past 30 years, with immediate and long-term health effects for children in our healthcare system. Research tells us that most children at risk are living in poverty. Childcare providers are essential allies in the effort to solve the childhood obesity problem. With funding from the Aetna Foundation, Action for Children designed this project, which engaged early childhood educators in several ways. Action for Children recruited 49 early childhood educators from 25 child care centers and 7 family child care homes to participate in 3 Community of Learners study groups. In order to be eligible to participate, educators attended the Healthy Children, Healthy Weights training. The organization also hosted and facilitated Community of Learner groups sessions over the 12-month period. Participants viewed a 6-hour Nurturing Nature, Happy Healthy Children online professional development curriculum during the project, completing assignments from each module to inform discussion and reflection at the group sessions. Columbus Public Health dietitians provided technical assistance in menu planning and policy development at the Community of Learners study groups. The Franklin Park Conservatory Master Gardener provided 2 technical assistance sessions at the conservatory for the Community of Learners study groups. The first session resulted in educators completing and implementing a garden plan for their sites, and the second session resulted in the educators completing and implementing a design for their natural outdoor play areas.
Working with Action for Children for the past few years with early childhood learning centers, we've been able to establish a rapport with the staff at these centers to talk to them about the opportunities of working with children outdoors. And a big part of that is gardening. Another part of that was natural play and natural playscapes, but really just getting kids excited about being out of doors, and the benefits of that is certainly working with the staff to establish some programs to do that. But getting the kids outdoors, one, every kid loves to play in the dirt, and so we can get them outdoors playing in the dirt, but they're also learning at the same time. We went through a whole design charrette to look at their space outside. We had them bring in photographs and do some measurements of their space, and to really look and see what they have now and what opportunities lay there for improvements and opportunities for children to be out of doors.
I didn't realize that you're taking a class, all the same things that you have inside your classroom, you're taking outside. And you've got the same centers outside, actually, as you really do inside, but it's just in a more natural state.
The conservatory also hosted 2 cooking classes for educators and parents that focused on healthy meal and snack planning and preparation. In total, 28 participants completed the cooking courses.
Things from scratch,
healthier,
all the healthier stuff.
Lower cost.
And I've cut my budget in half. And that includes all my paper products, everything. That's not just the food. I've cut everything in half.
You cannot afford it, but you can afford it.
You really can.
You can afford it.
And we don't do it justice just to have 2 words saying cooking class. It was just so much more than that.
Mary Evans Child Development Center hosted 2 visits to their site for community of learner participants to see an ideal natural playscape in action.
And I really liked the one with the ladder that was laying on the ground. How cool was that? I mean, I would have never thought, I mean, obviously you don't want to put one up to have kids climbing a ladder, but to be able to have them actually manipulate like being down there and climbing a ladder, that I just totally want to add somewhere in my playground. So I thoroughly enjoyed a lot of what they popped into my mind.
Sometimes I know in the urban playgrounds, they're not exposed to a lot of the natural things because we're not around it. We don't have access to woods and different things like that. So being able to bring some of those items that we might just pull firewood or something, you know, that just creates some bumps and, you know, things like that will just be, they don't cost anything. You know, we can bring those to our playground and really enhance it, to just give the kids a different aspect of something that could be play. That normally, you know, if we were in a rural area or somewhere we had access to trees that they could climb, and, you know, boys love to climb on different things. But a tree laying down on the, you know, a big log or something that we see in the road we could pick up and, you know, have access to on a playground, that would be so fun for kids, you know, outside of just the primary colored sliding boards and all that kind of stuff. So
the Nurturing Nature Happy Healthy Children project also included a parent engagement piece specifically focused on implementing healthy lifestyles at home. This came in the form of online videos and covered topics including healthy eating, physical activity, outdoor play, gardening, and goal setting. The videos were posted on YouTube and are available on Action for Children's TV channel. This project resulted in completed assignments demonstrating that participants had developed and implemented new program policies related to healthy food choices and physical activity, designs for an outdoor play space that incorporated loose parts and natural elements, plans for learning gardens in centers or homes. After reviewing pre- and post-test, it was found that parents increased the amount of fruit and vegetables served during meals, learned the definition of gluten-free, and gained a better understanding of food allergies, gained a new awareness of the sugar content in specific drinks that are commonly served to children, and increase the number of home-cooked meals. Upon completion of the project, Action for Children received positive feedback from participants in regards to learning how to foster outdoor play, how outdoor play can support school readiness, and general interest in the course material as a whole. I learned as much as the participants learned throughout this whole process. From going to Mary Evans and seeing how they turned their outdoor play space into this area where children can really explore through nature, whether it's digging in the mud or playing in their sound garden. Those are things that I didn't even know were things that I could wish for in a program until I actually got involved in this project. Franklin Park Conservatory was very beneficial for me and the participants as we learned how to make our own fresh foods. We saw picking out, you know, things straight from the garden and then going directly into the kitchen and cooking and making something that you could actually feed your children. And with me being a new mom, I thought that that was something that was very important for me to have learned. And even hearing and seeing the excitement within the participants whenever they learned something. I would see them say, oh, we're doing this next week. I'm going right back as soon as we get back to the program, and we're gonna implement everything that we learned right away. I'm still talking to some of the program participants and talking about the things that they've learned in the cooking classes and in the gardening classes, and even in learning how to do their outdoor spaces and seeing the things that they've implemented and changed. It's inspiring because I see that this program really taught them how they can be better for their children, and when it comes to getting them more active and getting them to eat more healthy things, and seeing that they may have had these ideas of what they wanted to do for their children but didn't know how to get there. And this program really gave them that avenue, gave them the tools that they needed in order to get to where they had to go. And that's what I think is great about this project.